But we're going to start on Earth here in the UK and the political chaos facing the government there following the resignation of Prime Minister Liz Truss.
Truss stepped down yesterday after a disastrous few weeks of financial turmoil and cabinet resignations. By the way, just 45 days into her tenure. The race to succeed Truss as leader of the Conservative Party and become prime minister is already underway. Truss's former leadership rival, Rishi Sunak, is among the favorites. But speculation is mounting over the possible return of Truss's predecessor, Boris Johnson. The winner could be announced as early as Monday or at the latest next Friday.
That's right. And joining us now to talk more on this is Dr. Lesli Vinjamuri. She's the director of the U.S. and the Americas program and dean of the Queen Elizabeth II Academy for Leadership and International Affairs at Chatham House. Doctor, thank you so much for being with us this morning. So to jump in, Britain's Conservative Party is facing a second leadership contest in only just a few months, as we just heard. Some of the potential hopefuls actually include Boris Johnson, who stood down himself after a series of scandals. So just simply real talk, does he actually have a chance, and how unprecedented of a move would that be?
It would be very unusual. He certainly has a chance. I think that many people are hoping that that chance is quite small. Boris Johnson will be working very hard to see if he can get the 100 votes of support that he needs from his fellow MPs in order to make that cut. That's a very high bar. I think if he did come back, it would prove to be tremendously divisive. This is certainly Boris Johnson, the most divisive candidate possible when it comes to the party and the MPs who sit in the House of Commons. It's not impossible. I don't think he's favored right now, but he will be working very hard over the weekend to try and shore up support.
And, Doctor, the opposition parties in the UK have been calling for a general election, and we want to show you right now a recent poll. Conservatives have been plummeting. This recent one by People polling shows them as low as 14%. So is the party at risk of appearing undemocratic by, again, choosing the next leader among their own?
I think this is a real concern, and the broader question is, will the next prime minister who's going to be chosen potentially only by the members of parliament? Remember, if only one candidate manages to get those 100 votes of support from his or her own MPs, that person will become prime minister on Monday. If there are two, it will go to a vote by the members of the Conservative Party. That's still a tiny number. Remember that the Prime Minister Liz Truss, who is stepping down soon, only won with 81,000 votes. So there is a real question about, whether the next prime minister will be seen to be legitimate. This is the way that prime ministers are chosen in the UK. They're chosen by the party, and people vote for their members of parliament, their local members of parliament, to turn up in London. But when you have this kind of turnover, this level of chaos, it raises a broader question, a constitutional question about those rules, no matter how long-standing they are.
And Dr. Vinjamuri, I wonder, beyond the UK, is this prolonged political instability damaging the UK's standing on the world stage? How is it impacting relations with allies like in Europe and the US?
Well, we've seen the leader of France, Macron, calling on the UK to generate more political stability. The European Union wants this. Everybody is watching Britain. I think we all know that it's sort of become the joke of the day, what's happening in the UK. It's tremendously damaging here in the UK financially. People are deeply worried, first and foremost, about the impact on their daily lives, on the financial health, the economic health of the country. At a time when we know the foreign policy issues are very significant, the UK should be and has been a leader when it comes to the response to the war in Ukraine, to questions of China. But all those things right now are, they're on hold until we get through this period. So it's potentially tremendously damaging, certainly in the short term. And it really comes down to whether or not the party could choose a leader swiftly who can really begin to bring the country back together and really tackle that very significant economic crisis that is looming large.
For sure, a lot to watch out for. Dr. Lesli Vinjamuri, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.